Hello there, this video is for Discovery, Disco Heroes, and their parents. For you to have a meeting with your parents to set up or at least to document your Discovery Studio badge plan. In order to do this together, you need this piece of paper. We've posted it on Band, or it will be posted on Band, and we recommend, as it says here, that this badge plan poster is meant to be used at home to keep track of your progress. Handwrite the names of the badges you're planning to earn in each circle, post it in a public place, and cross off badges as they're earned. And so I'm going to walk you through how to make sure your journey tracker badge plan matches the paper badge plan at home. And you really shouldn't do this with your learner until after parent boot camp, and after the learner has had a one-on-one badge coach meeting with Tally to make sure their plan is set up properly. But I'm going to walk you through this particular learner because they have already met with Tally and they already have at least 18 badges on their badge plan. It's okay to have more, but let's just walk through how to copy this over. And you'll notice all these categories, many of them say elective, many of them say language. So we're going to start with these categories on the badge poster. A full year's worth of badges includes 6 language, 4 math, 2 science badges, 2 learning to be, and at least 4 electives. You can sure earn more than 18, but 18 is what we would say is the very minimum. So this learner has chosen for their language badges 2 Lexia badges and a Great Book Introduction badge, which we call Blind Date, a Deep Read badge, and then their Comms Workshop badge, which is basically like Writer's Workshop, which is Comms Workshop 1 and Comms Workshop 2. So we went ahead and wrote those down. Lexia Level 20, Lexia 21, Blind Date, Deep Read 1, Comms 1, and Comms 2. So then we come over and we look at math. What does this learner plan to do for math? So they're in Teaching Textbook 6, and there are 4 math badges, lessons 1 through 30, 31 through 60, 61 through 90, and then finishing the program. So I'm just gonna write in here, I'm gonna do Teaching Textbooks 1, Teaching Textbooks 2, Teaching Textbooks 3, and this will ensure that this learner finishes a full year of math. Okay, so now let's move down to science. So we find the science category, and this year we're going to be doing science labs in Disco. It's going to be really fun. So there's a science lab badge 1 and a science lab badge 2, and they're supposed to be earned in session 3 for 1 and session 5 for 2, because this coordinates with the collaborative workshop that they're going to be doing science. More to come on that. So I'm just going to write science lab 1 and Science Lab 2. So that fills the science badges. So now let's move down to Learning to Be. So we'll find that category, and this learner has chosen to do the number 1, Elizabeth Elliot Badge of Gratitude, and number 4, Mr. Rogers Badge of Curiosity. So 1, I wrote down Learning to Be badge number 1, Learning to Be badge number 4. That first one was Elizabeth Elliot. The second one was Mr. Rogers. And I'll just write EE. So those are the 2 Learning to Be badges. So now we need to fill 4 elective categories. And you may be wondering, like, what's an elective badge? Well, most of them are labeled here. So foreign language is elective, handwriting, music, personal development, spiritual growth. So this learner has chosen to do cursive, and then a book club and leadership badge, and this learner's moving up to adventure. So we're gonna write cursive, the book club, and leadership, and then the pathway to adventure. So they need 1 more, and so I need to look and see what was the 4th elective badge that this learner chose to do, and I believe the 4th this Building Writers Workbook will be, even though it is in the language category, this learner already has 6 languages. So we're gonna do Building Writers. The workbook will be Building Writers, this one's last elective badge. So right now we have all 18 circles filled, and when I look at here, they have 18 planned. Now, some of you, when you met with Tally, you decided to do 20 or 21 or 22. And I would recommend just writing an additional circle here or an additional circle if you want to do 8 elective badges, or if you want to do, make it your goal to do 6 math badges because you're behind. Just add some extra on this at-home poster. I want to call to your attention what it says in the bottom. So we do have a recommended timetable for earning the badges to keep you on track. By the end of session 3, you should have earned 8 badges. By the end of session 4, 13, and by the end of session 5, which is the end of school, 18. Now, even though we don't have minimums this year, you're going to be creating personal goals to stay on track. We still recommend that the amount of math in Lexia to stay on track is 5 lessons of math per week and 20 units of Lexia. But there may be weeks you need to do more than that to stay on track. Or maybe you get ahead in Lexia and you really need to do 8 lessons of math. We want to leave room for you guys to make that decision. We do have some excellence outings planned. We'll do a mid-year excellence outing for those who have 8 badges by February 15th. They will go on an excellence outing on February 25th. And then those who complete all 18 badges by May 17th, which is the week before school gets out, they will have a really fun all-day excellence outing on Saturday, May 17th. So I want you to keep those in mind, but this is how you would make your Journey Tracker badge plan match your paper badge plan at home, so that you can be checking these off. And I recommend put it on the fridge, put it on the wall in your schoolroom, and as you earn the badges, be checking them off. And then parents, you're going to be receiving a weekly scorecard from your learner, and one of the questions they're going to answer is how many badges have you earned and what do you need to stay on track? What are your 2 goals this week that you need to stay on track? So that is going to be really important that you have these badges in mind, because for instance, science badges will be that once a week they're going to do some type of science lab, and then they'll have a Thursday, Friday science challenge. So maybe they got behind on that, and so your goal for the week is to catch up on your science badge. Or like I said, maybe you're way far ahead in Lexia and you really need to spend more time on math. So that's where those personal goals come in. So hopefully this video is helpful for you. And again, don't do this until Tally has worked with the learner to make sure that their Journey Tracker badge plan is all set up. And those should all be done by Wednesday, I think the 24th-ish, somewhere in there. All the badge plans will be set up. We are locking badge plans this year, meaning learners can't on their own remove a badge or reschedule a badge. They're being held accountable to what they said they would do at the beginning of the year. Now, they can ask for an appeal with the parent's permission and the guide's permission to open the badge plan, unlock it, and let them edit their badge plan. But what we're really trying to instill is that self-government and doing what you said you were going to do. If at the beginning of the year you filled out your badge plan and then you made a copy of it and put it on the wall, we want you to take those deadlines seriously and not just reschedule badges when you don't meet that deadline, but rather the guide and the parent will talk. Why are we having to reschedule this badge? Why did you meet that deadline? What are we going to do to fix it? What increased accountability do we need? And so it is possible to open badge plans, unlock them for changes, but only with an intentional badge coach meeting and accountability plan. So this is how a Disco parent and their learner will set up a Discovery Studio badge plan for this school year. All right, thanks. If you have any questions, please reach out to us.